Welcome to the Boerma Institute. My name is Jacqueline Boerma. I'm the owner of the Boerma Institute and one of the teachers. Today we're doing a live stream. I'm using a Oasis Biolite base and it's a new product. It is made of paper, pressed paper, and it is a double brick container and it will be sold from September in our webshop. And before we used this container, it's also double brick, but this is plastic. So we skipped that later. Still we're using this a little bit, but these are new products from Germany. And we were in the factory in Germany last week. And it was new on the belt. It was the first one, the first box that they were packing. So I'm very happy to be that to use that. And it even has a TÜV, that's TUV certificate. So it's also compostable. So not only you can recycle it, but you can also put it in your compost bin. I use a half brick. Actually, it's a whole brick. And I cut it in half with my Oasis bread knife. And I use a half one here and a half one here. So it's a little bit low. And I roughened it up a little bit with my hand. So just go over it. Normally I would say to the students to use the Oasis letters to the top. In this case I put them to the bottom because I don't want to show them. I just want to see this brown Oasis as a kind of soil material. I have a nice philodendron, tuurlijk, of course, yes, Phalaenopsis plant, and I like to show the roots, so I took off the pot. And then I stuck them with its own wooden sticks and placed it on the Oasis, or in the Oasis, because I made a little hole. It's not very secure at the moment, but it will be later. So I hope you are joining us, and please let us know in the comments where you are from. We would like to hear that, if possible. So I'll just place this out of my mess. So I have placed some bark on wire with some glue and some other material on the bottom, and I'm going to place that in my container. I would like to show the biolite. I don't know how to pronounce that in English, but I like to show that a little bit as well. So I'm not going to cover all of the container with the bark, but I let it come out on a couple of sides. And I just place them random, more or less, on my Oasis. I forgot to get my clippers. Let's see if I can fix that. There. It's probably not in there. No, thank you. I know why it isn't, but that's okay. But thank you anyway, Angelica. I thought I was ready for it, but probably not. Somebody says, What does that mean? Do I turn red now or something? Okay. Okay. Well,
so, Jacqueline, you wanted
yes.
to know where people were from, right?
Yes, please.
So we have, of course, Taiwan saying hello. We're from Taiwan.
Hello, Taiwan. Nice to see you, Wen Yu. Thank you for joining us again and translating it to the Taiwanese students.
We have Roxy saying good morning from Michigan, USA.
Hello, Michigan, USA. Thank you for watching.
We have Nikki Mullen saying hi. Hi from Nikki Mullen in Gwinnett, PA.
EA?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Nice. Thank you for watching as well.
And we have Edie Boris waving to you.
Thank you very much. I still do need my clippers. Oh. I'm going to use some more bark later on, and I will also use some smaller plants. Mike just brought some beautiful alliums there. And I will use them in some kind of groups. And I will use the stem as well. And they smell, nice. Like Dunya's cooking this morning. Fresh tomato soup with onions. Mike, do you have your clippers available somewhere?
What kind of clippers?
Die oranje dingen. the orange clippers. Or the yellow ones. But something where I can clip wire with. Thank you very much. So I'm giving it a little bit height with the alliums. This one is a little bit too high. And I think they can come back as well on this part. I can't go too high with my materials because it's only very short, very low oasis. And if you hear some noise, they are working on the terrace today. So that might come out through the mic. I'm making a group of the offcuts of my alliums so I can use all my materials. Instead of throwing them away, I just use them. And I don't have to cover all of this foam because it's brown. I can show it as soil. And Axel, yes. And Axel already asked, is it not too warm for your coat or your jacket? I said, well, if it's too warm, I can take it off. And yes, it's too warm. So, throw that away. And this live stream is the last live stream of this season. The next live stream is September 6th, just after the special event course with Bill and Chris. And on the day of the Theo Boerma Cup. So we probably go live during the Theo Boerma Cup, I think, to show some results. Angelica, you have a question for me.
Ooh, also a question, but first of all, we have Crystal of Floral Envy saying hello from Ottawa, Canada.
Hello, Crystal. Thank you for watching.
And a question from Taiwan asking, is this a Dutch garden design?
Oh dear, oh no. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, sorry, can't help it. I am hooked on Dutch gardens. But it's more with plant. It's a plant flower decoration. And it's on the for the table, for example, for a nice outside, using some plants and some flowers. And if it's going to be very romantic, you can also use some candles with that.
We have another question from Roxy.
Hello, Roxy.
What's the name of the oasis you're using again, please?
I'm using the Oasis biodegradable foam. It is 91% biodegradable, and it's brown here in Holland, and I'm very happy with that because it is a different material than the regular foam. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. It works the same as the other foam, as the other Ideal, for example. You're in the camera, with the camera. So I'm very happy to work with that here. Does that answer your question? I have taken off a bit of the roots of the sempervivums, and I'm now going to pin them with some hairpins into the foam. And there's still two separate arrangements, so I can still move them around the way I want them.
So, Jacqueline, we have Frances in the chat.
Hello, Frances.
She says, good afternoon and greetings from Portugal. And
Hi.
Already a very nice summer for you guys.
Thank you very much. How is Portugal? You just moved there, so it must be new and exciting. Can you do your floral designs there, Frances? I'm also taking some of the roots of the freesia. No? Is it? And then also pinning them in with some wire. And I'll just connect them into the into both of the containers. And remember that when you use, must sound very good. When you use flowers into the oasis, then the stem takes up the space of the water, so the water comes out a little bit, but just it will be just fine for my flowers. So the more stems you put in, then it takes up the space. And I like to show the soil a little bit, so I'm going to make a mess today. These can go. Then I have two beautiful leaves. Coming out, not too close to the candles. It will be too hot for them. Je zit hier niet stiekem te lachen. You're not laughing at my Dutch, are you? Or English? Hmm. Axel is taking the second camera and he's making noises. Like, so. Well, not completely the same noise, but.
Like a horse. That's like a horse.
Oh, thank you. Now you tell me that I sound like a horse. Sorry, it's getting warm in here. And my plants move, so I have to connect them. Yeah, Angelica.
Yes, so Roxy says, yes, thank you. Was it one large block which you cut in half transversely? And she says she loves the natural brown color of the Oasis also.
Yes, we do too. I use the normal Oasis block, and that's, even kijken, there you go. I dropped something. And that's a normal size block. And I split it horizontal. Can't let go. Yeah, this one. This see, there it goes. So it's this one, and then I cut it like this, and then I place them next to each other.
Oh, some good news. Francis says Portugal is great. And yes, my DFD work here, fingers crossed, in September, my first wedding.
Very good. Nice to hear. Good luck with that. If you need any help, just give me a call there or an email. Send me an email. I can help if you need. So I'm just connecting my... I should do that with the Oasis paper wire. I was ready 1 hour before, but I don't know why I have not so many materials. I already thought it might be too low with my Oasis, and I'm probably right. Living on the dangerous side here. Yeah, of course, of course. Thank you. Just filling it up a little bit with some more bark. And then I have the green of the leaves coming back into the green of the Hypericum. Let me see, dit, daar, here maybe, too much in the center. There you go, on the other side. And then I also use the leaves of the Hypericum at the bottom. So I cut this off, and then I cut it just above the leaves. And then I can place it in the foam. This one as well. Can also take one off. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, I have some beautiful. That works. So when you don't do this at home, I'm I'm using two materials in between each other. I always say to the students, don't do two materials through each other in one group, but in this case, this really helps my orchid. This one can go there. And then I have some dry scabiosa, or fairly dry. Well, dry. well, too dry. Well, they were in water. I can feel that. And I'm making a little bit bigger group of the scabiosa on this place because they're so tiny. I can use a couple more. Maybe they're too close now, but if I do this, they'll be fine. Any questions for me? Not at the moment. I have found another orchid. Well, actually, Dunja was watering the plants and she said, can you use it? But it was almost dead, so I took the plant off the roots and then the roots separately. Let me move this one. Those you can maybe here. And then I can have some roots on this side. Just next to the candles. And then I have some tiny sempervivums bought for last week's, actually was it last week or the week before? The master course with the master class with Frederic, the texture master class. They're left over, so I like to use them. Then I also like to use some of the bark that was into the pots of the orchids.
So a question from Taiwan.
Yeah.
Is the Phalaenopsis a pot plant? It's very long.
This one? Yeah, this orchid is a pot plant. That's why you can see the roots. The roots are still on there. And I love the color. Of course, it's pink. But it also has a little bit of the pink into the roots of the orchid. So if you see closer a little bit, maybe you can see that the roots are grayish, but also it has some pink and purple in it. And actually, if you, maybe Mike can take a photo of it later, there's even a root where the bark and the root are connected with each other. I can't take them off, it's stuck, but very nice material. And then I still have some Gerbras. I might be able to wire them. Is there a question? Mm-hmm. Or a statement? Okay. And I will, did I just cut off the root of the stem? Yes, I cut off the stem. Then I can place make a hole and place the flower in.
Okay, so Marie Carmen says in Spanish, hello, I think that artificial and not natural plants should be used for floral arrangements because we make them suffer. I say this for the orchid. Thank you, greetings.
Artificial flowers and, oh yes, of course you can use artificial flowers. At the moment they're getting very popular, or they are already very popular. And I think also, yes, we cut off the flowers, so we make them suffer. But yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So, but what do you eat tonight? Do you eat vegetables? Do you eat meat? I think we humans let others suffer a lot. So, yeah, I think when you use artificial flowers, also they are made in a factory. How is that environment in the factory? So there are a lot of things to consider when you use fresh flowers, when you eat meat, when you use artificial flowers. I think we should ask ourselves a lot of questions.
A question from Roxy.
Yes.
Don't the Hypericum leaves become dry and brittle quite fast? I'm always hesitant to leave them on because that's what they do for me, despite proper conditioning.
Okay, well, I haven't had that problem so far. When I was in Moscow giving a demonstration, then also the only thing that I had for a couple of days were the Hypericum leaves and the rose leaves, and actually they held up quite well. So I don't have that issue. But when you do, just take them off. I think the Hypericum also looks very beautiful without all the leaves. But in this natural state, I prefer to use them like this. And yeah, as I said, I don't have that problem. But it might depend on the humidity and so on, where you live. But here in Holland and also in Russia, I didn't have that, so I'm lucky with that. And I'm already throwing the stems away, but I should use them because the stem is quite hollow of this flower, and I like to use the dark flower. And very short, so I actually create some dark holes in my arrangement. I'm a dark type at the moment. As I said, I'm making a hole and then I put the flower in and then I push it a little bit deeper than I made the hole, so the stem actually touches the oasis, so it still gets water.
We have Karel Schenk in the chat.
Hi, Karel. Thank you for watching.
Karel says, hello, all my darlings. Greetings to everyone, Karel.
Liefs.
And Taiwan says, pink roots, very special.
Yeah, you should see it. It's really, really nice. Maybe Axel can come with the second camera to this side and then film a little bit. But maybe that's not a good idea, I don't know. Does it show immediately or not? Does it take the edit version to show it? Yeah, sorry. Sorry guys, can't show it to you today. So clean up my mess. Then take some of the beautiful delphinium that Mike bought for me this morning at the wholesaler. Take some of the lighter colors. Sometimes hier. Hoe mooi is dat?
Very subtle, Axel. Very subtle.
That worked out great. Offer. You guys are gonna love the edit version.
You will love the edit version because then Axel will show you the roots of the orchid.
The best shot. The
Yeah.
arrangement.
Oh my! It's not my best design. And never say that. Yeah, but I can be honest. Not so far, but it feels like hot here, and it's the temperature. Well, the temperature is a little bit better today than it was yesterday and the day before because it was like 30 degrees Celsius outside. Now it's only 27, so a little bit less.
Come on, the arrangement looks nice.
Thank you. Did you say that on the mic or?
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm getting some advice. Not the concave. So I will place some. Well, that's maybe too high, right? No, does it? Yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to cut off my orchids. So I'll just move them horizontal. I'll just move this then. Yeah, there it is. The beautiful delphinium gives a little bit brighter color to it. I actually wanted to use the tuberosa, the
Polyanthus.
Polyanthus tuberosa. That was a little bit more subtle color. Oh, I also still have this beauty. I really love it. It's Paviopedilum Pinocchio. I used it also for my international master florist education for the exam, and it's really lovely, and it really fits in here, and it's so beautiful. but I'm not going to use it. It's too nice. So I'll place it in my window.
It will hurt when you cut it.
Oh yes, but I won't. I didn't want to cut it, but actually, I think still it's a pity to take it out of its pot. So, yeah, sorry, but yeah. Then actually, this looks a little bit like the roots of the orchid. And this is lena wool, and it has, let me see, does it have the wire? No, it doesn't have the wire, this one, but it's very nice color. And actually, normally when I make a Dutch garden, it's not too much decorative stuff like ribbon or something, but just because these roots were so nice and beautiful, I like to use this to go over the arrangement. And Axel sells it as well, right, Axel?
Not sure if this one is online on the shop.
You're not sure if this one is online?
No.
Okay.
Well, there are varieties in many different colors and thicknesses that you can buy, right?
Yes, correct.
If you want to purchase, you just have to do a course here,
Oh yeah.
and then you can purchase in our.
Yeah, so if you, Axel says, if you want to buy this stuff, then come and do a course in here, because we don't have it, we probably don't have it online. And then you can buy it here while you're here. So
You can test it, touch it,
touch
feel it.
Yeah, we use it. We use quite a lot of the lena wool during our courses with the bridal bouquets and table arrangements. And actually, this container that I use now, I will use also with one of the Christmas workshops on, I think, 6th, 7th or 8th of December. Already planning that. So it's very nice to join them as well. We have several kinds of designs. We have a Christmas tree, but different than all the other Christmas trees that we have made so far. And we will make an arrangement with a lot of branches. So we will make a wreath for the door, and we will make also a hanging arrangement with a lot of branches as well. So this year it is a lot of takken arrangementen, a lot of branches, arrangements with branches. I don't know why, but I just thought it would be nice to use a lot of branches. And of course, when Mrs. Blok is watching, mevrouw Blok, we zijn altijd heel blij met uw takken. So this is the arrangement for now. Yes.
Shiroy Daruma says, yes, I also like this arrangement. And Taiwan,
Thank you very much.
Taiwan says that I always say it wrong. The papillopedium.
Papillopedilum.
Yes, that.
Yes.
It's so beautiful. Ian
Yeah.
just said he liked to use it a lot for his IMF exam there.
Yeah.
And it's called Little Frog over
Yeah.
there. in
Oh yeah.
Taiwan.
And the lady slipper in English, I think.
That's very
Right?
cute.
Yeah. So yeah, it's so beautiful. It was my father's favorite orchid, and I like the color, and I like there's a little bit like a moustache. So yeah, I love that. So thank you very much. Next one is Mike, and he will do his design, and he was preparing a lot. So please enjoy that. Stay a little bit longer.
Roxy also says beautiful.
Thank you very much. See you next time.
I'll turn on my microphone here so you can later turn yours up. So, hello. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Hello everyone. I'll just clean a little bit
Yeah,
off the table.
I will help you. I will help
Thank
you.
you. I'll just grab a thingy-majig. Oh yeah, that's also good. Okay. Yes. Great.
Enjoy.
Thank you. So, hello everyone. Let's see, I'll just put this away also. It's a little bit in the screen. Oh, yes, okay. Sorry about that. So, hello everyone. My name is Mike Boerma. I am one of the teachers here at the Boerma Instituut, and yeah, today is the last live stream of the season, so I hope you enjoyed my mom's arrangement just now. I will be making something different. She, of course, also had a plant in her design, but I will make an entirely plant design. Yes, very good sentence. I'll make a plant design, basically. Let's put it like that. So, what I did was build a structure beforehand. In a couple of weeks, Angelica and I will be going to Singapore. Angelica and I will be going to Singapore, and I'll be giving a demonstration there together with 2 other alumni from the International Master Florist Education, and it's going to be very fun. The others are going to be Matthew Landers from Australia and Song Tao from China, from Beijing. And we are doing that on August 4th. So at 4 o'clock we'll have a 1-hour demonstration. I'll be making 3 arrangements. And I have practiced a little bit some of the techniques I want to use. It's going to be totally different, but it's going to involve one of these sheets. And this sheet is based on the technique I've learned from Gregor. I'll turn it a little bit so you can see. It's like a chicken wire frame made with the thick wire from Oasis, so the bind wire and the stub wire. Of course, all of these things we sell in the Floral Design Supply shop, which Axel is running very well. And the copper chicken wire is also available there. What I like about the copper chicken wire is that it's very thin, and it's a nice color. It's also rectangular. Rectangular, yeah, it's squares, not rectangular. It's squares instead of the normal, what's it? Hexagon. Hexagon, yes. And what I also did was add these wires here. So this is a foot, helping to make it stand. Here we have some more feet to help it stand, and it's carried like that at the bottom, like that. And I can show you the other side. The other side is also interesting. I didn't know exactly what I was going to use as the front or the back, but on the other hand, that's cool. I think design should have an appealing angle. No, I think a design should have multiple appealing angles. So if I'm looking at it from this side, it's going to be cool, I hope. And from this side and the back and the front, doesn't matter. But I'll be working on it from here so that I have an easy overview. And if at any point during this demonstration you have any questions, of course, please ask me. I'll be using a technique that is called kokedama, which is a Japanese technique from Ikebana, in which people embalm these plants. And actually, one of the reasons why I wanted to do a plant design was I was looking at my friend John McDonald's YouTube channel recently, and he put on a plant design, and I thought, whoa, I never did a plant design on our YouTube channel. So I should also maybe do a YouTube channel. So he inspired me in that way, and that's why I'm going to do plants. And then, of course, it's a good practice for our nice demo, August 4th. Angelica.
Taiwan says the frame looks very interesting and skilled.
Thank you. And scaled?
Skilled.
Oh, scaled. Ooh, thank you very much. thank you for the compliment. Yes, I'm using all sorts of techniques that we learned during the advanced program and then learned further during the IMF program. So the International Master Florist Education, November 11th, that's when we're going to start again, taught by Gregor. I got lots of inspiration from that. And of course from my friend Frédéric, but this is more inspired by Gregor, I think. Angelica.
Yeah, I was just thinking, talking about skills, I remember that when you was in my class with the IMF, and I remember that he made the best kokedamas.
Oh yeah, he was really good at kokedama. Yeah, nice. So I have some begonia here, which is a really cool begonia. I don't know if you can really properly see it, but it has spikes on the leaves, so that's really cool. And I'll show it to Axel, and then we can put that in the edit later on. So that's an interesting texture on there. Then we have this one. Do you remember, Angelica? With Skilla? Sorry?
Jacqueline just said it.
Was it Skilla then?
Was it something skill?
Because Skillia is again something else. But if someone paid attention, then of course you can help us out here. And then I have some orchids embalmed like this. And I thought the color was fitting with the leaves that are young. Angelica also pointed that out. So color-wise, that's nice. And I have a Nepenthes in here, a very cute small Nepenthes. I asked Angelica if she could help me make the kokedama, so I think she did a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll be adding that. So one is in a nice moment of its life, and the other one is a little bit drying out and dying. But you know, that's life for you. That's what happens. And of course, earlier I heard someone say, isn't that a bit sad for the plants that we use them in this way? But of course, this lasts for the duration of the life of the plant. So the design my mom was showing just earlier, the plant was not cut. It was just the roots were there. It can still live on. It's an epiphytic plant. And you just spray and give it water every now and then, or you soak it in water, and it can just live like that. So in the jungle, orchids and other epiphytic plants, they just grow on trees and stuff like that with their roots bare. And in this case, the kokedama, this is just a little handmade plant pot. So I could put a tube in here, and then I could give it water, or every once in a while I pick it up and I soak it in water, and then it can live for as long as it needs to live. So this is actually not sad for the plants. They will still live a long time, if you care for them, of course. So, having said that, I'll add it to the arrangement. And also, that's one of the nice things about plant design, is that it lasts for a much longer time than a flower arrangement. Flower arrangements last 1 to 2 weeks, and these can last for months, basically. Yes, sorry, I'm gonna move off screen, because I also forgot a lot of things. I was just diving head first in this arrangement, but I have some tools that I need to grab. And those orange scissors that I just lent my mom, would be nice to use them. So, this one, and this one. And then the bind wire of Oasis, which I'm almost finished with. So, what can I do? Basically, in this case, this is quite stable. This can be like this, or I can just give a little wire around it and then attach it to the frame, so that we are sure that doesn't matter where I move it, although I won't move it so often as a normal thingy, as normally you would bring it to the hotel or something, this type of arrangement, then you would move it a lot, but I'm not going to move it a lot, so I could just have them rest in there, but we should make the proper techniques and show them, so I'll just wire this to the frame. So there's a little stump there that I can attach this to, and I'm just using my wire to twist that on like that, and now it's not going anywhere. So that's good. Cut it. There's also something I noticed here earlier. I need to cut. Don't want to show too much technique, or don't want to show like anything sticking out. little wires and such. Extra tight. Nice. So, and inside this structure there is a lot of places that I can fit these plants in. And let's see, what do I have? Yes, I have also Saracena, I think is what this one is called. It's another epiphytic plant. So this one can just go in here. This is just stuck in between the branch. I don't need to do anything with that. This one I do need to attach. So I'll grab a little wire like this one. And I already saw where I want to attach it, or where it will meet the branch. So I'm gonna stick it through. And if I were to want to make it last even longer, I could put plastic inside, and then it would keep the water in better. But I prefer not to use so much plastic when it's not necessary. So, all right, I'm attaching it in here, and then I'm twisting the wires together like that. I don't know if you could see that, but I can also make another version later where you can see that. All right. So this Saracena. It is Saracena, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not crazy. Sometimes, well, I'm crazy, but just want to make sure I'm a little bit crazy. So, and then this orchid right here. It's also more or less stuck if I keep it like this. But, we just want to make sure that it's tight in there. I also added some paper covered wires. You can see them here. I also have some of them running through the design like this. And that's also giving me some spots to lock the flowers in place. So, Angelica, do we have any people saying anything?
Nope.
Oh, everyone's silent.
Yes.
Are we still live? Everything all right? I just want to make sure. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So, I will be adding another plant here. Actually, I'll turn it around a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. Different angle. Let's give you the other view. And as you can see, I can just pick this up and move it around without having this attached. Do you see that? Yeah. It's difficult, huh? Because also I have this, I create a little bit of depth by folding it a little bit. So now you have something to see here, and then it's layered, basically, is the concept. So I'm just going around this plant ball so that it's nice and stable. Yeah, Angelica.
Yeah, a question from Taiwan.
Oh, thank you.
Where did you get this beautiful tree root?
This tree root. So, thank you for asking. This is a syringa root. So that's a lilac root. And of course, like all our beautiful branches, they're all coming from Nelly's friend. So thank you very much for that. And this is a root, actually it's not the branch, it's not a root, but the branch is going like this. So I put it upside down, and then I have another branch which I put like that, so that we create a stretched proportion. Because before, without this branch, the proportion is not really right. So that's why I added another one. Yeah, Angelica.
Yeah, Taiwan says it looks very nice and natural.
Thank you. So, and then another one over here. Actually, I want a little bit less leaves, so actually from that angle it's all right. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm talking about hurting the plants, huh? So put this like that over there. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a wire on top, like this. And then it's gonna be attached to the structure as well. Oh, Angelica.
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm hearing some noises, but I think it's my mother working in the back.
There are the voices in your head.
Scary.
Or the flowers are talking to you.
So. So, anyone in the chat happening to go to the Singapore Garden Festival? You never know. Actually, after the Singapore Garden Festival, Angelica and I will be going to Taiwan.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the Boerma Instituut, Taiwan. So if you're living in Taiwan, like of course when you, but you can reach out to Boerma Instituut, Taiwan and see when we are there and then participate maybe in the program. It's for the teachers of classes over there. So I think it will be very interesting. We're going to talk about blah, 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 what's the word again? Displacement. Displacement is going to be important, an important topic. And I think we're going to make, when you the other subject, it was a frame bouquet, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. Ah yes, my mother's over there. It was Scilla, right? This plant. No?
No.
What was it?
No.
Oh, no, 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 no. Well then, maybe my mom didn't say anything about it. Yes, that's... I thought Scilla was a flower. Yeah. It's more of a Christmas material. Huh? Scilla is a Christmas material. Well, okay, now I'm... Oh, Skimmia. I'm confused with Skimmia. And Scilla is something else, yes. Yeah. Yeah. So many varieties.
So, Mike, first, Taiwan says, "Welcome to Taiwan." I
Thank
can't
you.
wait. And also a question from Taiwan: Is it an orchid oncidium? Oncidium.
Ah, yes, that is correct. It is indeed oncidium. Yes, in Taiwan you have access to a lot of beautiful orchids as well. So that's nice. So now this one is not in the position that I want, but that's why I have those extra wires. But I'm just gonna... Thought there was a bug there, but it was a dried Craspedia. So yeah, so I can use that wire to connect to this one. Sorry?
Your plant's behind you.
Ah yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yes. Like she's saying something's behind you and I'm like, what's behind me?
A bug.
Plants. Yes, Angelica.
Yeah. So Nikki Mullen says,
Hi Nikki.
"Hi, Mike.
Hi. How are you?
Saying hi from Philly. Mike, great seeing you again. Nice work as always."
Thank you very much. Yes, I met Nikki at the introductory program, the level 1 introductory program, the Dutch Floral Design course that we did in Philly, and in September, I think September 30th from the top of my head, the actual program will start. So yeah, so thank you for the compliments first of all. But if you are living in the US on the East Coast and you would like to study floristry, I'm coming over there September 30th. You can find more information on our website, dutchfloraldesign.com. and there you can register for the program. It's split into 2 parts. So basically it is a 4-week program, but it's split into 2 times 2 weeks. So in September and then in April 2025. So then that way you don't have to stay there for 4 weeks. Might be difficult to get off for that long in 1 year. So that's why we decided to do something like that. And this is really a fundamental training program. So if you've always wanted to become a florist, or you are a florist and you just never had any, traditional training, then this is for you. And we've heard from a lot of people that this is something that they are looking for in the US. So that's why we thought about bringing that. Angelica.
Nikki also says excited for our September class and
Yes,
also
likewise.
Bill and Chris class in September. See you
Yeah.
then.
Thank you. Yeah, see you then. So indeed, September 6th, here in Holland, we have an awesome program taught by Bill and Chris to really amazing event florists. And it's a 3-day program from September 3 to 5. And during that program, you will learn how to make all those big style works together in teams, but also, all of the other things that come with event design, because it's a totally different scale. It's not so easy. Well, if you're practiced, everything becomes more easy, right? But small scale work, like an arrangement I'm doing right now, is all relatively simple compared to running a whole gig and running a team of 10 people or something like that to make a wedding for maybe 100 grand or something like that. So, and of course in the US weddings are bigger. So that is very interesting. So they have a lot of experience in making weddings for maybe 800 people or something like that. So a lot of interesting stuff that will be taught. And they will both be here, so it's very interesting. We will be able to get the views from both of them, and they both have their own roles in their event business. So yeah, I'm highly looking forward to that too. So you can see now this little wire I added here creates also some depth, of course, in the structure, but also it's keeping my plants in this exact place that I would like them to be in. So that's nice. So another plant over here. So we have 2 over there, 1 coming back over there. That's got to do with the golden rule. So yes, that's keeping it simple. Another cool thing might be, I'm talking now with Mark Pampling again, the Australian master florist, who has a real deep knowledge on the golden rule and all sorts of theories, floristry theories, and he'll be coming next year again in spring or late winter. So maybe somewhere January or something like that. So keep an eye out on that. We have 1 live stream done with Mark Pampling. So if you search that up on our YouTube channel, you can see some interesting stuff. He has a very unique minimalistic style, so which I'm also very inspired by. Of course, my work is really not minimalistic. Also, my whole life is really not minimalistic. Our house is very, maximalistic. Lots of stuff. But in any case, I think it's beautiful, that type of work. So, yes, so I do have these very cute little succulents. They have a fuzzy texture, very cute, and I'll be adding them into the design as well. So these are a little detail in there. So, yeah, plant design is really something I don't do often, but I think it's really fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. Hope you do too. Yes, it's also one of Karel's favorite. Yeah, isn't it? But Karel just likes to work with a lot of green. And I think Karel is just very good at the plant designs. He always did very cool things. So if you're still watching, Karel, I really liked your plant designs. So these are very light, so they don't need anything extra in that regard of extra wire or whatever. I can just bind them on there and they'll stay. Also because I'm hooking them top down, like that. And maybe this one will come here. Sorry? Yeah, there's plants behind me. Yeah, I know. You told me, don't worry. I remember it. I know I'm forgetful, so maybe that is the right idea to remind me. But first these guys need to go in, and I'll cut the excess wire off later. This is very simple, putting them in like that. I like it. So, but now I like to put two of them together, because otherwise they're all single and that's a little bit sad for them. Yes, Angelica.
Question from Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
Plant design is more and more popular in Taiwan. Is
Oh,
it the
good.
same in Holland?
I have not noticed a big increase in plant design. Of course, plants are very popular, 100%. Plants are incredibly popular. Just before COVID, it started to boom, but during COVID, it was really, really a big boom of plants. Yeah, so that's indeed a great business opportunity. But I think a lot of the florists, they already caught on to the fact that plants are just such a good way to sell something extra. A lot of my friends, they will go to the florist to get a plant. And of course, you need to sell knowledge about that plant. So if you are selling a specific plant, read into how to take care of it. Does it need full light or a little bit light, or can it have shade or whatever? All of those things you need to consider.
Also the combination of plants put in the arrangement, can they work together?
Yep. So this one I'll put more on the outside. Axel just ran off, I don't know. Oh yes, you can show it maybe to the people while I'm doing this. We do have a booklet here. Always the salesman, huh?
So this tiny book is a bit of a pocket book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have, I think this is the third of the
series?
3 types that we have. So this one is about plants, the other is cut flowers, and the second one cut foliage. And it tells you how to take care of your plants and what the names are and stuff. So very, very informative.
For sure. So we have this interesting bromelia plant that I want to add somewhere to give a little more height over here. Let's see, do I actually like that? I think so. I think that makes sense. So, will I put 2? So one would be more here, one would be more there. Yeah, and then I don't want to put much else in there. Otherwise it becomes too crowded, in my opinion. So make sure that this is going to be stuck. So of course I add the wire through here. So, any thoughts? What do you think? Would you like to use plants more in your designs? I think it's very fun. Also, you can add them in flower arrangements. I think a kokedama, making a kokedama of an orchid is very simple, easy to do. but that does add something interesting to your design. Or another plant. This is a little sketchy what I'm going to do. No, this works. Okay. So, like that. And, does it need that other one, is the question. What do you think, Angelica?
Maybe on the other side of where the stump is, yeah?
What's
Like,
that?
no,
Yeah, this
behind
side.
the Sarah
This is actually cool.
thingy. Oh, that's also nice, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Yes.
So many good options.
Right? And by that way, adding it over there, we make the shape repeat on the other side, so then it's nice rhythm. I hope. You know, that's just theory, applying it, and then you have to apply it in the right way. So, and theory needs a lot of practice, of course. So, whoop. And then this one would go here, through there. Twisting the wire a little bit. So, yes, Angelica.
Roxy says this is a very interesting design, Mike. I love that beginning structure. It suggests so many possibilities.
Right, yeah, and there are many options. I could also just keep everything nice and low, and that would also be interesting. Yeah, so actually, I had something else in mind originally, but maybe that's not a good one for now. Maybe I'll do that another time to put in some hanging plants. So let's see, from the other side it looks like this. So again, totally different. I'll just remove this and make a lot of noise. All right, remove all the jazz from the table. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, good. So, now it looks like this. And, oh, yeah, I do need to add a wire there, actually. I thought I would get away with it, but no, I didn't get away with it. So, I will do that. Like that, but also like this. You know, all the angles are interesting, maybe. Yes, Angelica.
Taiwan says a very nice design. Thanks.
Thank you. So I'll do this after the stream. I'll put the wire after. Or no, now. I'm doing it now. I can't help it. The fact that it's loose, that's not proper. So.
Yeah, I really like the multiple angles that it has.
Yeah, and it's sometimes difficult to read on camera when it's...
Well, it's also difficult to make all the angles work when
Yep.
you're making an arrangement. There's always a favorite angle.
Yeah, true. Yep. So one side is going to be the front in the end.
Taiwan says the orchids make the whole design so well.
Yes, yeah. They are really the only flowering plant in here. But I think you need something like a flowering plant to give a vocal point. You don't necessarily need it. There's also beautiful colored leaves but it helps. So, all right, there we go. Having done that, I think it's a nice moment to stop there. What do we like? It's, yeah, maybe a bit, moving this to the back. So then we can see the whole thing. Yeah. So, any questions at the end of this? No, I don't think so, huh? So, then I would like to say thank you very much for watching, and then, well, see you in the next video, I was going to say, but maybe if you like this live stream, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more like this. So the next one is going to be September 6th, so it will take a little while, but we do have a lot of live stream edits ready to go. So next week on Friday, we are posting a live stream edit, and afterwards we're going to try and keep that up all the way until September 6th. So yeah, so like and subscribe, hit the bell button, all that stuff really helps us out a lot. So thank you very much, and bye-bye, yeah.